Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. This time an anime slash manga tier list of some very hyped up and popular anime, and of course you look at this list and you're like, what the fuck is this dude on about? Like, Evangelion is not that hyped up anymore. But like the fan base of it is still really prevalent. Same with Berserk. It's like kinda crazy how popular like they still are after Berserk's still going on, but Evangelion like 20 years? Around, well, I guess more than 20 because 2024 now, but like over 20 years, how like popular it still is, how much memes and shit there still is. Like I've seen, we have the big three: Bleach, Naruto, One Piece. We have some modern popular ones: MHA, Demon Slayer, JJK, Chainsaw Man. Got some of the grandfathers of Shonen: Fist of the North Star, Dragon Ball. Like we got not a huge selection, but just like some I want to talk about personally. And so like first off, we're gonna rate. I should probably explain the rules. So up at the top, it deserves more hype, which is anime. Anime I think that is like really popular, but I feel like kind of deserve more recognition, like for what it is. Like it could be because of a lot of things. I'll explain it for the specific anime slash manga. Then perfectly rated to anime that I think like deserve all the praise it get. Like I think like it gets the perfect amount of praise it needs and like what it should have. Good but overrated will be anime that or manga that I think are good, but like they're kind like they're a little like too glazed. Like you got the ultimate glazers talking about them. We have mid, which are just anime that like, yeah, they're all right. Bad are like anime that I just don't anime and manga I just don't enjoy, and like I don't understand how they're popular. And then actually terrible is just stuff that I think is bad. Like it doesn't deserve anywhere near the recognition it gets. And looking at this list, we'll get there when we get there. So start with Attack on Titan. Already a controversial one for the maybe 5 of you that are not my friends that are going to watch this video. And I'm going to put it in bad. Because, let me explain. Animation, great. Like, character is amazing most of the time. But story-wise, the first season and most of the second season, amazing. Actually, like, awesome, really. Like, it's probably one of the greatest stories in fiction, to be honest. And I think carries on the first half of season 3 is like I think that's really good, like way better than has any right to be, the little political shit. But then after that, it's like just kind of a slog to get through. Like even the awesome like retaking of Shiganshina and shit is just like, like okay, Armin and Erwin are dying, give them Bertolt, who cares? And then you get I think it's cool getting the truth about Marley and stuff like that. When I would watch like the manga story and videos about it, because I was too stupid to figure out how to read the manga online when I was younger. It was just like, oh my god, this is awesome. But like, one of the biggest problems with it is the time it takes between the seasons. Because if you've been following the show like since its beginning, as I have, 2013 to 2017, 4 years we waited. Sure, we had some games, we had some OVAs, but like that's not what we want. Like I guess some people want that, but we want more seasons and shit. Oh, and we had the shitty live action movies. And then you had I think it was wait. No, yeah, I think it was a year between season 2 and 3. But that was the first half of season 3. Then you had to wait another year for the second half, and it's like, what? Why? That's stupid. Like, and then they do the same thing with season 4, except they split it. I think it's split like what 4 times. I think it's crazy. And some problems with the story I have. I think Eren turning evil fits his character really well. Like he should have just been fully evil. Like I hate life. I've made that very clear, you dumb bitches. And then rumbles the earth. But then they make it to where, oh yeah, I'm just doing it to protect my okay, yeah, you can do it to protect your friends, but he's like, oh, I'm just doing it so it don't actually rumble at all. I just kill like a couple billion people, so then you can save the last couple 100 million. Like just so you guys are heroes. Like at that point, just kill everyone, dumbass. And like the whole, I'm so sad. She's gonna end up with another man. Eren, you've shown me Casa like contempt most of your life, and when you're not contempt, it's very like sibling-like. The romance seems like there are a few times where it seems like Eren reciprocates, but most of the time it's just like he views Mikasa as a sister and not an actual love interest, which makes sense because she is his adopted sister. There's a bit more I want to say about that, but let's skip to the first of the big three we're talking about. Bleach. I don't really know what, because like I never really got into Bleach. Like I tried to, I just couldn't. And it's like maybe people think that means, oh, it's actually terrible. Like I think it's, because I can't really say much about it, I'll say it's all right. I think it's done a lot for anime and manga, but I feel like it's kind of overrated. Like, just in my opinion. And then, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about it. Chainsaw Man. I've not seen the anime, which is probably gonna be a really shit video now that I think about it, because most of these I've either only I know a bit about, or have only seen either the anime or only read the manga. But Chainsaw Man, it's we're on chapter 157 currently as of the time of recording. This is a fucking awesome manga. It is so good. It's actually insane how good it is. And I think it deserves more hype, to be honest. I think it is. Like when, well, first of all, actually, no, I'm changing my mind. Because the Rez arc, or Rezi, I don't know how to pronounce it, arc is getting turned into a movie, is bringing that down. I'm so sick of anime just turning whole arcs into movies. Like, this little bitch we'll get to later. Like, it's so, like, why? I don't get it. Like, sure, so you can put more budget on it. Just put more budget on the animation for the show. It's so annoying, but, like, other than that, I think Chainsaw Man is a beautifully dark story with, like, one of the best protagonists in fiction. Especially with, like, which is crazy, because he has, like, the simplest goals ever. It's, like, all he wants to do is have sex, and it's so funny. And, like, especially all the memes from it, like, him grabbing the TV. He just like me for real! I love Denji. I love Power. She's, manga spoiler, she dead. But, like, she's a good character, and I hope she gets reintroduced. At least yeah, another Blood Fiend comes. Or something like that. I think Cass is really good. Makima is a bitch. I do hate when people simp for, like, shit characters that are, like, evil. It's like, bro, you have problems, get help. It's so annoying. And Makima is a prime example of that. I just realized I always forget the swordsman's name. Is it because where I'm at in the manga, they, like, never talk about him anymore. Something. Kobeni, I thought she was gonna have a bigger role, like, from what I've heard. She's done a bit, but, like, not as much as I thought. And then Kishibe, he's really cool. I think he's just a cool character, and he needs more screen time, or I guess panel time. Yeah, I'll just stop talking about Chainsaw Man for now. It's good. If you haven't seen it or read it, do so. Dragon Ball, like the whole all series, including I didn't think about including GT. I would say normally good, but even with GT, it's good but overrated. So, like, Dragon Ball has, like, one of the worst anime fandoms ever. You can look at this and this, and if you're in high school, you're gonna know why I'm pointing out these two. High school or middle school, you know why. But, like, people ride. Oh yeah, I forgot. Akira Toriyama died. What? As time recording. Thursday or Friday? I don't remember. I think Thursday, maybe Wednesday. But that was pretty sad. But I think people just overhype Dragon Ball. Like, there are some things with Dragon Ball that are, like, they've set up so much stuff for Shonen, the awesome fights, both the epic hand-to-hand combat fights and the awesome beam, like, energy fights, which people complain about that a bit, but I personally like them. Like, nothing will ever match Goku's first Super Saiyan transformation. It is built up through the course of the, like, Namek saga, Frieza saga, and then when Krillin gets fucked, boom, one of the greatest scenes in all of fiction and television ever. And no other transformation in Dragon Ball really encapsulated that. I think Gohan's Super Saiyan 2 transformation came close, because that's a really emotional scene. But, like, the original transformation is awesome. I think the story of Dragon Ball, it's really weird. Like, I think it's, like, Akira Toriyama was kind of just doing whatever the fuck he wanted, which I guess works, but also like, sometimes. Like, early Dragon Ball is crazy because it's supposed to be like his version of like Journey. What is it? Oh, shit, is it called Journey to the West? I think, with Sun Wukong and shit, and like he just does whatever he wants with it, which is cool. I think original Dragon Ball is pretty good. It has, I think all of Dragon Ball though has some pacing problems. Like I feel like we could pace things a lot better. Like Dragon Ball Z, like I do like the amount of training arcs they have, but I think it could they could cut quite a bit of episodes. Like I think Kai did it well with I think some episodes though shouldn't have been cut from Kai, but like I think Kai did it well. And I think the animation of Z is real good. It's like, and then when you look at like Super Broly, how it tried to emulate that was really good. Speaking of animation, I don't like Dragon Ball Super's art style. Like, something about modern anime. I think they all look the same. Like, I'm so tired of people saying, "Oh, this anime looks so good," like Demon Slayer and stuff, and My Hero. They look the same. Like the art styles, everything is super round and stuff. Or it's either super round or super pointy. In Dragon Ball, it has the same. I think it has the same like. What's the like? Coloring. Like, I can't describe it. It's just so bland. It's not inspired. Like I feel like original Dragon Ball, it's just like inspired on like beautiful art style. And you look at friggin' Super, and just like boring. And like then they literally took the multiverse stuff from that one Dragon Ball fanfic, which I think did it a lot better. I think in Super it's not handled very well, to be honest. And yeah, I could talk in details about this for hours, and like, especially while like I think Goku's an okay main character. They should have swapped to Gohan. That's so annoying. Like after the Cell Saga, that not only should they have ended it there, they should have. Oh hey, Journey to the West, yeah, right here. Oh never mind, Dragon Ball. But like it was just so annoying. Then they introduced Goten, because why not? They just want to be like, oh yeah, Chi-Chi and Goku fucked, because why not? Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to leave it for now, because I'm going to get annoyed talking about it. Fist of the North Star. Even not knowing too much about it, it deserves more hype. Like, I know it deserves more hype, because I don't know that much about it. I need to get into it. Everyone deserves to know more about it, because it is, like, the reason we have, like, the Jujutsu Kaisens, the My Heroes, the One Punch Mans, the JoJos, and the Dragon Ball, really. Like, it is, especially because I believe that's where the, like, you're already dead. What? Shit comes from. I should probably start reading it or watching it. I want to get into it. It deserves more hype. Jujutsu Kaisen. Talking about manga and anime, I think it's perfectly rated. Actually, wait. Yeah, it's perfectly rated. I think, especially Season 2, the Shibuya incident, people who say they want the animation style to go back to Season 1 are losers. They're virgin losers, just like me. But, no. I think the Season 1 art style is the same complaint I have with so many modern anime. They look the same. Like, there's nothing, like, super distinct about it. It has the same shading, the same, like, color scheme. Except for the Cursed Energy, I think that's unique, how they color it. And then like, oh, if it's a monster, it has to have some weird gunky purple, green, blue blood. I'm so sick of that. Just bathe my characters in red blood. But then Season 2 rolls around, and it has some of the sickest animation I've ever seen, like, on par with Spider-Verse. Like, even when it's unfinished, like the Sukuna Maharaga fight is so beautiful. Like, I love Gege's, like, rough, almost unfinished art style. Like, he's just sketching it. Like, there's something about it. Well, I think Gege's a guy, right? Pretty sure. The mangaka. And I think the anime really captured that well, especially one of the best animators on it. What's Vincent Chagraff, I believe his name is? He's amazing. He's fucking awesome. Like, so much animation in the show is good. Like, can I tell you, when I watched Yuji, every time he beat the shit out of Mahito in Season 2, I creamed. Like, I think Season 2 was really the reason this got so hyped. Like, the hidden inventory arc, Premature Death, Shibuya incident, it's so good. When I talked about Premature Death, they introduced one of the coolest characters in all of fiction to kill them off in like 2 episodes. Toji Zenin is awesome, and he's literally Gege's main character, which is why there's no way, if you're keeping up the manga, there's no way Gege is killing Maki. He wants to keep John Toji too. And speaking of the manga, I would say this deserves more hype if it weren't for like Lobotomy Kaizen, because that 3-week break after, when was the break? Was it? I can't remember when. There was a break not too long ago. I can't remember, because I think we were on chapter 241, and then that's when I got into it, and I read all the way up to it, and now we're on chapter 252. So like 11 chapters ago, but it's been like 4 months, I think, maybe 5, because like they've stated it multiple times, it's like kind of draining on their mental health and stuff, and like their physical health, having to draw this all the time. Like you can tell in recent chapters with unfinished art. I feel bad for Gege, and I feel like he's kind of rushing it out to end it, which is why the writing has sort of suffered. Like it feels like they could have set up stuff so much better, like Higuruma's technique, or domain not being able to neutralize his curse energy because the tool he had, which is really only shown a few times, and then Uraume revealing to Hakari basically that, oh yeah, he's not full power, and then he fucking lands a black flash on Maki, and then Kusakabe is like, oh shit, I gotta fight this motherfucker by myself. It's awesome, like it's cool, but the writing is kind of taking a downhill spiral. Not really a downhill spiral, so like a little decline. If they revive Gojo, I might drop it, because that's gonna be when I'm like, okay, yeah, no, this is stupid as fuck. I currently really love it though. Characters. I think the characters are really good. Like, even the characters like we barely see. Like they have so much personality in their design, and like the few lines they have. Like when you're first introduced to Ino, he's just some dude with this like little mask on. He's like epic. Like Kugisaki, like she isn't in the story. I feel like she could have been in the story a lot longer. She should have had a lot more scenes. But like when she's there, she like is a really good character. And like some people argue she's not a good female character, but like it's shown in manga, none of the female characters are good, or at least a majority of them aren't. And I think like the character, when you compare characters like Nanami, who's like one of the coolest characters ever, literally just Kishibe, but JJK. I mean, they're voiced by the same dude in Japanese. I think JJK, I haven't really talked about season 1 that much. I think it's one of the greatest manga and anime ever. Like I talk about Dragon Ball Glazers when I'm the ultimate JJK Glazer. Yeah, I'm gonna leave on that for now. The anime for losers and rejects, My Hero, which is funny because I used to really love My Hero. Like I watched the anime, and then I started reading the manga. I'm like up to date on the manga, but like it's not. It started off, I want to say, okay, so I'd put it like in between here if I could, so it'd be like mid. It got stronger. It has some really good moments with like the Stain arc. Like I think the camp part in season 3, that was really good. The 1,000,000% smash. Then like all the new characters, all the war arcs. There's been like so many war arcs in a row though. It's so annoying. Like you can't just keep making these giant battles and then not really have any consequence except what happens to the villains. Like nothing ever happens to the good guys except for like the third wheelers that no one cares about, except for like, and then when it does happen, the entire fandom freaks out. Like when they killed Midnight, everyone was like, yeah, no, why'd you do that? Like, shut the fuck up. Like I want to like, it's kind of bad now. Like I feel like the writing on this has suffered, because apparently Hirokoshi, he said he wanted to stretch it out longer, but he was scared that like ratings were dipping, and so he was scared it was gonna get canceled, or like, so he decided to rush it. I'm not sure his whole reasoning, but something like that. And like some of the characters are so interesting, but then like Midoriya, he went through the he's changed, I feel like, a lot since the beginning. Like he became more stoic and stuff, and then the vigilante arc came around, he was growing more. And, like he just like jumped back so many steps. It's annoying. Like when I want to make my own graphic novel once I learn to draw, but like, and I want to incorporate the vigilante arc from MHA and the Black Swordsman arc from Berserk into it as one of the main characters' arcs, but like I want him to actually change and not do what the fuck Deku does. Mob Psycho 100. I think The guy made OP. Yeah, I think one wrote both OPM and this. So like, Mob, I have not seen it or read it. I know a little bit about it. I don't like. I think the whole concept of it is cool. Let me just put it in good. I'm putting good, but yeah, I'm gonna put in good, but overrated. I feel like I hear so much about it, but it's a lot. Like, doesn't really interest me. And like, it's. I think like it's one of those concepts. It's something you have to be into. Like I think psychic battles and stuff is kind of boring, even though it's like kind of it is physical. But like, I wonder how much hate. How many people watch this? How much hate I'm gonna get for this list? And then One Punch Man. The anime, to be honest, I find the anime, despite the good, like the animation stuff, really boring. Alright, I'm back from my piss. Now, where were we? One Punch Man. So, OPM, not a big fan of the anime, to be honest. I think it's kind of boring. Animation's alright, could be better. And then season 3 is going to take, I don't know when that's coming out. Is it coming out this year or is it coming out 2025? Or is it coming out later? Because they had to switch shit again. Yeah. The manga is really, well, the manga, he has to, like, every once in a while, he'll just cut out chapters and remake them, including the script. And the way I read it, it confused me, because I would read it in order. And just randomly have, like, all the manga, and then randomly have the redone chapters, and it's just changed too much lore. They're doing it again, I think, with the last 10 chapters, and it's like, otherwise I'd say it's perfectly rated, but, like, I kind of want to say it's mid now, because, like, not only, I feel like the whole going back into, I think Garo should have been scaled up to One Punch Man, and I get that's kind of the point of the show, is that he's the strongest and shit, but it kind of gets boring. Like, I know that's the whole point, where it's like, he's bored with it, and it's like, it's interesting because he's bored of it, but, like, it would have been so much more interesting if they didn't just have him jump up in power when he went back in time. And, like, I do like how he's finally becoming, I was always annoyed how, like, no one knows who he is, and they're finally changing that. At least last I read up on the manga, I'm not fully caught up, but I think One Punch Man deserves better. Deserves better writing. Yeah. I don't have to say anything about this zesty-ass show. It's perfectly rated. You know why it's perfectly rated. You know exactly why, if you know why it's on this list. Okay, yeah, well, I'm going to talk about it. JJPA, the whole concept of the show spanning, in the manga, spanning multiple different generations and then eventually different universes, I really like. Like, every Joestar is unique in their own way. All the Joe Bros are unique. The villains, most of their powers just have to do with some part with time, which, like, the first two, like, not really Dio, but then the second one, he's this immortal being, like Cars, being out of time, not in his time period, and then, like, becoming the ultimate being. Then you have Dio, his power is to stop time. And you have Kira, who can reverse time. Then you have Diablo, you can skip time. Then you have Poochie, who can speed up time. And then you finally have Funny Valentine, who can, like, go to alternate universes, because he's fucking wacky like that. Because dirty deeds done dirt cheap is cool as shit. Then you have Wonder of You, who is, like, powers bad luck, I guess? It's awesome. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is awesome. And I'm just talking about it more so I don't talk about this. One Piece is such a shit show. The animation is it is like some of the fight animation is really good, but like the art style is so, like, when One Piece first came out, that art style, like, to fit it so well, like the art style and animation, I really like it, but I don't like the modern of it. I think the story is, like, really convoluted. Like, it's way longer than it needs to be, but people are like, oh, you just have to watch all the episodes. I don't want to get invested in it. It's gonna take forever. Like, yeah, people are gonna say that's a me problem. It is a me problem. If you can't make a show that I can easily get interested in, or I can get invested in easily without having to watch the first 200 episodes, I don't want to watch you. Like, it's so overrated. It's honestly, like, not that good. And it annoys me so much. Well, I don't even want to say more about it. The characters are cool and stuff, but, like so much cartoony bullshit. Like, yeah, it is a cartoon, but, like, trying to make this serious story when I have all these stupid ass sound effects and character designs is so annoying. Demon Slayer, I put it in mid. Better than MHA, like, I feel like again, I do like his art style. I do like the art style in it. I think the manga art style is like better. They changed it in the anime slightly. I think I just like how it looks more pencily. It sounded really stupid in the manga. And yeah, I think Tanjiro, he's an alright protagonist. Like just being this goody two shoes dude. Like I like that protagonist. I don't care if it's boring. Like they're a good person. Why do you hate that? I don't really have too much to say about it. It's all right. I think it is definitely overrated, especially with all the newer anime and manga fans. It's like their introduction. I think it's a good intro, but I don't really like it. Baki. I love Baki so much. I think it is such like a stupid but great show. I'll put it in good but overrated. I feel like it is getting really hyped up a lot, but like some of it is like, doesn't really deserve the hype. Actually, it does. I think it deserves most of the hype, but like some of it is like a little out of proportion. I think fucking Yujiro is one of the coolest antagonists just ever. Like just the aura he exudes to people. Like it's such a wacky show as well. One of my biggest complaints though, with the timeline is so fucked. Like when does it take place? You have Yujiro 10 years so in what would it be? Baki, like the Netflix one, and just Baki. After the Tokyo, like the what is it called? The Five Prisoners Tokyo convict bullshit arc. 10 years before that, in 1955, Yujiro talked to Muhammad Ali Sr. But then also, Bill Clinton is the president. Not Bill Clinton. What the fuck? George Bush. And then like immediately after, in Baki Hanma season 2, Obama's the president. Then the manga, not too long after, it's Trump. They have modern devices, but also Yuji was in the Vietnam War when he had Jack, which would have been what, like around 20 years before the anime. Even though 10 years prior would be 1955. Maybe I'm just stupid and don't understand it. The timeline's convoluted. I think it's a good show. Art style, it's a little weird. Like, it's trying to be like pretty real, like kind of realistic with it. But I personally really enjoy it. I think it's good, but pretty overrated. Berserk, it's, what can you say? It's a masterpiece. Berserk deserves so much more. Like, it is so hype. It deserves more. I think it is one of the. This is like so good. I don't want to say too much about it because I'm gonna go on a rant for forever. But I love Berserk. I love Guts. I love Casca. I hate Griffith. Fuck that dude. Yeah, Berserk deserves more. I'm putting it first, even though it doesn't really matter much in my ranking. No, yeah, right there. Evangelion, I really like. I think it's a good, like, I think it's really good. I can't really delve into it because, like, how good I think it is. I'm gonna say it's perfectly rated. Evangelion is so good. The newer stuff I'm not so sure about because I'm not really into that, but, like, yeah. Shinji to a thug checker. Naruto. I used to be a huge Naruto fan, but like now I feel like it's so overhyped. I think the art style, it's sometimes like the original Naruto art style. I say it's good, but I'll say it's good. I'll say it's good, but overrated. So much retcons and shit. So much convoluted bullshit. So much stuff they changed, bringing in aliens and bullshit. I personally think it could be a lot better and there's more consistent writing. I don't know too much about Boruto. Apparently that's worse. So Boruto would probably be in bad or mid. Naruto, I'll keep Naruto in good but overrated. Yeah, there you have it. That is my tier list. The animes and manga that deserve more hype. Berserk, Fist of the North Star, perfectly rated would be Chainsaw Man, JJK, JJBA, and Evangelion. Wait, I accidentally picked the All-Star Battle R game logo for JJB. I just realized that. Good but overrated, be Dragon Ball, Mob Psycho 100, Baki, Naruto. Mid anime and manga, Bleach. OPM, Demon Slayer. Bad anime and manga, Attack on Titan, My Hero. Actually terrible would be One Piece. This is my tier list for like really popular or hype, super overrated quote unquote anime manga. I will see you guys next time.